Hello, fifth graders. Welcome to lesson 5-1, Use Patterns and Mental Math to Divide. Please write down your I can statement in your math journal. I can use place value patterns in mental math to find quotients. Once you've written the lesson title and the I can statement, we'll go ahead and move on to our problem. Our problem says a bakery sells muffins to local grocery stores in boxes that hold 20 muffins each. How many boxes are used if 60 muffins are sold, 600 muffins are sold, or 6,000 muffins are sold? Solve this problem any way that you choose. Well, the first thing we're going to do is use cubes to help us understand the problem. So with cubes, we need to circle important numbers. So I'm going to circle 20, 60, 600, and 6,000. I need to underline the question that we really need to answer. And that question is, how many boxes are used if 60 muffins are sold, 600 muffins are sold, and 6,000 muffins are sold? So that lets me know I'm really going to need to find the answer to 3 different questions. I need to box important words. So I know that we are talking about how many boxes, and we're looking at the amount of muffins that we can fit in each box. And it's also important that I solve this problem any way I choose. Now, to evaluate and visualize, I need to think about maybe myself in this situation. So maybe I own a bakery and we sell muffins to a local grocery store in boxes that hold 20 muffins each. I need to know how many boxes I'm going to need if I'm going to sell 60 muffins, 600 muffins, and 6,000 muffins. And now it's time to solve. So please press pause, solve this problem any way you choose, and then press play when you're ready to work through it with me. Okay, now that you've solved the problem, let's go through it together. So again, I'm going to have to solve how many boxes will I use for 60 muffins, 600 muffins, and 6,000 muffins. And there's going to be 20 muffins in each box. So I am going to start by writing out 20 muffins in each box. And I know that I'm going to have to sell a total of 60 muffins. So I am going to just do some mental math, kind of thinking about, well, how many boxes will I need for those muffins? I know that 20 times 3 is going to give me 60 muffins. So for the first one, I am going to need 3 boxes for the 60 muffins. Now, if I look at the same problem again, I can make some changes to it mentally just so that I can sell the 600 muffins. So I again know that only 20 muffins can fit in each box, but what can I multiply times 20 to get 600? So I know from what I've learned right here, if I can put 30 in there, 2 times 3 is going to be 6, and then I have my 2 zeros, that's going to give me 600. So for 60 muffins, I'm going to need 3 boxes. For 600 muffins, I'm going to need 30 boxes. Now I need to think about for 6,000 muffins, how many boxes will I need? Well, I know there's still going to be 20 in each box. That won't change. But mentally, I can think about, well, how many zeros do I have here? How many do I have here? And I can just go ahead and know that, let's try 300 boxes. Again, mentally, I can solve by 2 times 3 is 6. And then I'll bring all of those zeros down, 1, 2, 3. So I know that I will need 300 boxes. So if I'm going to answer all of these, how many boxes are used for 60 muffins? 60 muffins would be 3 boxes. 600 muffins would be 30 boxes, and 6,000 muffins would need 300 boxes. Let's take a look at how some other students might have solved this problem. This is Angela. Angela used a pattern similar to what I did. She multiplies the factor 3 and the product 60 by 10 and then by 100. I didn't really explain it that way, but it's a very similar process that she used by looking at 2 times 3 equals 6 and then following a pattern to find out how many boxes she needed for the 60, 600, and 6,000 muffins. What strategy does Ricardo use to solve this problem? He used repeated addition and patterns to solve. So he did more counting by 20s and thinking about how many 20s were in 60, how many were in 6,000 eventually to be able to solve that. And you might have used a way that was totally different than any of the examples, and that's great. Just be ready to share that tomorrow. So right now I want you to summarize your thinking or the strategy that you used. Remember to write a short paragraph that gives enough detail so that when you read it to someone else, they can really understand the steps that you went through. Be ready to share your problem-solving method in class tomorrow. Thank you.